But as I've become more confident, it isn't that I feel that I know more. It's that I trust who I am enough to know that if there's something that I need to improve, I have the ability to do it. And so I really want to challenge you, even as you're thinking about breaking into a millionaire mindset. What is your approach to learning about areas about yourself that aren't exactly right?
I'm your host, Sharita Santiago, and I'm going to turn over this breakthrough segment to Melanie Rivera of Breaker 28. Mel, take it away.
Sure. So, one of the things I want to invite you to consider is that people who achieve at the highest levels consistently over time have a different relationship to personal growth, self awareness, self accountability than most folks do, right? If you think about many of us, I'll just speak for myself, my relationship to critical things about myself that I notice was not healthy for a while, right? So I would hide from them. Like, oh no, this thing, nobody can see it. Let me hide it. Or, oh no, I still haven't made progress on this thing. Who am I? But as I learned from people who were better skilled than me, getting better business results than me, getting better life results than me, what I found was they had a different relationship to growth and personal accountability and development than I did. They saw something about themselves and they were like, don't like that, let's fix it. And it was a much more neutral approach to pointing out flaws and things that they were doing wrong and then finding a way to improve those things. And I think when you take the shame out of noticing what's wrong about what you're currently doing, then you have the ability to move forward in a way that doesn't harm your identity or your sense of like accomplishment or achievement. So for example, as a business owner, it takes a different kind of business owner to go from a $500,000 business, right? And Breaker's been up and down around that place for a while, a little below and a little above, to maybe like a $2 million business. I'm going to need to be a different kind of person at that point, right? And so knowing that I need to improve my systems, that I need to improve my talent, that I need to improve how I operate and delegate and lead, the way that I price clients. There was a season where I'd be ashamed of those things, right? Like, oh no, I don't know it. I should know everything. But as I've become more confident, it isn't that I feel that I know more. It's that I trust who I am enough to know that if there's something that I need to improve, I have the ability to do it. And so I really want to challenge you, even as you're thinking about breaking into a millionaire mindset. What is your approach to learning about areas about yourself that aren't exactly right? So maybe your money management, or maybe how you sell. Maybe you hate selling to people. Maybe you hate negotiating raises. Maybe you can be a little bit oblivious to ways you show up in rooms and spaces. Whatever it is, in those areas that you know you need to improve, what's the feeling you feel? Is it shame? Is it stalling out and ick? Is it opportunity? Is it excitement for who you're going to be when you get to the other side? And to the extent that we can have a more healthy relationship with personal growth and development, here's what happens. Then we can actually ask people in our life for feedback and they'll give it to us. What? You mean they're not giving it to you right now? 100%. If you're the kind of person that goes into a shame spiral or gets defensive, I promise you people are shielding you from the things about you that most need to change. But if you want to level up, you've got to know where the holes are. And the truth is, we can't find them ourselves. Sometimes we need to find them through people. And so the more that you take a more neutral, kind of growth oriented approach to who you are and how you're improving, the more you will be able to ask for that feedback from people in your life and get it. Second thing, the more you will hang with people smarter and more talented than you. So my experience is when I was more insecure, it was harder for me to be around people who made 3 times the money I made, who had a really strong relationship with healthy eating and exercise and fitness and all those things, who had a better business model than me, right? Because I was comfortable being with people who were similar to me, right? Where I didn't feel too stretched. And maybe sometimes I felt like I was killing it. But the more you have a healthy relationship to growth and development, the better circles you can enter, right? Because you can be around people who are greater than you at the current moment without feeling like that makes you terrible. And instead, you're like, ooh, opportunity, learning. Where's my notebook? Let me get it, right? And so that's the second thing that happens. Your circle gets better, or you are even open to pursuing a circle that's better, that's going to challenge you, as opposed to people who are going to keep you comfortable or who are doing worse than you so you feel okay. So that's the second thing that happens. And then the third thing that happens is the people in your life who don't move. So like the steady eddies, your partner, your sister, your mother, they get to learn from you and be inspired by you and your journey of transformation. I'll be honest, sometimes when people don't see what's wrong with you, they can be a little put off by your success, right? Have you ever had somebody in your life where you didn't feel like you were flexing on them, but they felt like your very breathing was a flex, like that you were just showing them how much better you were in everything you did? A lot of times that happens because they don't see your modeling of the weakness that you're improving at. They only see you perfect. And so that means that it's unattainable for them, and they just kind of fold their hands and roll their eyes at you. But when the people closest to you see you doing that self accountability work, pointing out those areas that need to change and like getting dirty with it and improving and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing, then when you achieve, then they're with you, right? Then they are inspired by you and they're modeling after you, not just like pointing fingers at you. So, my invitation to you is to change how you view self improvement and transformation so that you can improve as a person, so that you can build stronger relationships and model better for the people in your life that need to see you changing so they will change and so that your circle can improve. And all of those things will lead you closer to that millionaire destination.